Hi, I'm Tracy Switzer, and today I'm going to answer the question, what do we mean by engineered to order? This smallish building behind me here is only 6 foot by 8, but it packs a lot of equipment. Let me start at the base. This is a telecommunications shelter, so this steel base is not only the floor and platform for the enclosure, but we also have cable ports that allow us to bring in RF cabling or fiber optic cabling into the floor, which is much more secure than from overhead. There's also a grounding bar here for special electrical grounding. The floor cavity is there's a walking surface here, and there's a bottom panel down here, and in between there's a cavity that's available for chasing wires, and it's also insulated. So let's take a look inside. So RF cabling or fiber optic cables come in through these ports on the outside of that steel floor we showed you. They come up into the cavity of the floor and then are chased up through these holes into the equipment racks. If the racks are on the other side of the building, or if they're on both sides, that cabling might go continuously through the floor, and it would be accessible under the steel panel. We can fish it through to the other side and come up there. There are highly detailed electrical schematics that tell our technicians just exactly how to wire up one of these buildings. These tell them how to wire for the HVAC system, as well as the electrical systems and the alarm systems. In a building like this, there are multiple alarms. There's an intrusion alarm, there's a high temperature alarm, low temperature alarms, smoke detectors, and power outage alarms as well. If anything is tripped like that, the signal is sent to whoever needs to know that information, and crews are alerted to what needs to be done. This power supply here is a 200 amp service panel with built-in surge protection. It also has a transfer switch up top here, so that if you are going to be off the grid and using alternative power supply, you can switch over and run it off a different source of supply, like a generator. But generally, everything inside of a telecommunications equipment building is run from 48 volt DC power. So the power comes in as AC power, it's transferred via a rectifier down to 48 volt DC power, and then if there ever is a glitch in the grid, there's never a glitch inside the enclosure. The lights still work, the fans still work, all the equipment still works, and you have uninterrupted telecommunications service. Once the telecommunications racks are installed, there is going to be some cabling that goes overhead. So we provide a cable ladder for that. Cables come up out of these racks on top of these ladder rungs and run across the building or back to a ground or to the power supply. But all the wiring is accessible to the technicians, it's visible, and it's out of the way. So as you can see, there's a lot going on inside of an engineered to order enclosure, and we can do it all. Remember, if it was built by ShelterWorks, it was built for life.